What's going on, dorks? Today we're going to be checking out the Aragorn figure from Diamond Select Toys. Let's crack this guy open and take a look what he comes with. Starting off for his accessories, we got his standard Gondor sword, I guess, Ranger sword, made out of a really nice pliable material. Unfortunately, mine's got a little bit of a chip on it. Right here. But that's not too bad. Next up we got his King Sword. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a spot to hook on the sheath onto Aragorn's belt, which would have been appreciated. But nonetheless, this sword still looks amazing. The hilt is very nice. It's made out of the same pliable plastic material as the Ranger sword, but just has much more detail on the blade itself. Next up, we got the torch that he used to fight off the Nazgul on Weathertop. I really love the translucent plastic that they used, where it goes from like a really clear plastic to a more orange at the top. Not much sculpted detail on the stick, but that's okay. Not too many people are going to be checking out the stick. He does come with the left leg to the Sauron Build-A-Figure. And man, do I love the sculpted pieces on this. All of these little sharp points. Which, they're not terribly sharp, but could inflict some damage if they really wanted to. The left leg, only a single joint, but it kind of gets to the 90-degree mark. Also coming with the Aragorn figure is the left arm to the Sauron Build-A-Figure. And man, the chainmail on this figure alone is amazing. The detail is spectacular. Now that we checked out all the accessories Aragorn comes with, let's check out the figure himself. Here we got Aragorn out of the box, with his torch, with his sword, looking like he just showed a bunch of Nazgul what for. Looking all tough. Alright, let's take a closer look at this guy and check out his articulation. First off, checking out this head sculpt, it is so good. Especially the side profiles, the little stubble looks so good. Overall, this head sculpt, flawless in my opinion. Now his head can move up just a little bit, down further. Not really much of a head pivot. He can rotate all the way around, but his hair tends to get stuck in his jacket, so I don't know why you would do that, but be careful. Also, unfortunately, my Aragorn's necklace seems to got smudged up, or they missed the paint entirely, which is pretty annoying. As I mentioned before, he's got a sheath, or a place for his elven dagger on his belt, a place for his ranger sword on his belt, but unfortunately doesn't have a place for his king sword on him. Which would have been nice if they could, if they included like hooks or something, or little tabs, so you could change them out. It's really display preferences as well. You can take the ranger sword out and put his king sword in there. Doesn't quite fit, but it's all about your display preferences. And as far as ab and waist articulation, he's got this, I don't know what you want to call it, diaphragm pivot. Could turn it all the way around, but I'd rather not. And he can crunch forward a little bit and back. Just a little bit. As far as waist goes, almost doesn't really have anything. And I really do appreciate the soft plastic that they use. Unlike the Gandalf figure, he is all hard plastic, which makes it very hard to pose with a sword in his hand. As far as his arm movements go, he can do a full 360. His arms spread out for about that much. This arm is a little bit more restricted. Not sure why. It's annoying. He's got a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows that bend in that much. Wrists that don't really hinge up and down. This one, this hand maybe a little bit. Also, I love that they included the ring. Also, these are Boromir's gauntlets that Aragorn took from him after he died in the Fellowship of the Ring. Really nice detail. So this is Aragorn after Weathertop and after Frodo departed with Sam. Very nice. Now, checking out his legs, he can kick up about that much. Not quite up to the halfway point. He does have double jointed knees on both legs that can't quite kick himself in his butt. He does have ankle motion up and down. Does have amazing ankle pivot. Really appreciate that. And as you can see, there's a bit of weathering on his cloak near his boots. Would have been nice if there was a few like tattered holes in his cloak. I don't know how accurate that would have been to the movie, but just more detail would have been nice. Even though there is already an incredible amount of detail on this figure. Also, comparing Sauron's leg to Aragorn is quite staggering. It's nearly at his chest level. The Sauron figure is huge. So cool. Let's get a measurement of the Aragorn figure. He stands just over the 7-inch mark. Let's compare Aragorn to a few different figures. Here we have him standing next to Anakin Skywalker from the Star Wars Black Series. Here we have him standing next to the Marvel Select Spider-Man PS4. Here we have him standing next to the Green Lantern, John Stewart. Here we have him standing next to his Toy Biz brother. Alright dorks, that's going to do it for me on this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment, and please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you, have a great day.